Hello, this video will show you how to obtain a top 10 list using Python. This will be at an advanced level because Python's being used. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the top 10 list that I would like to obtain. So the top 10 list that I'd like to obtain is a list for the worst counties in Minnesota regarding the percentage of children without health insurance. In order to obtain this top 10 list, the following data processing steps will be followed. First, we need to select only information for Minnesota. Next, we need to exclude state-level information. In step 3, we want to obtain age category 4 because that is relevant for people under the age of 19. For the race category, the sex category, and the income category, we want those values set at 0. Finally, in step 4, we need to sort the data table or arrange the data table by the percent uninsured. And then the last step is simply to select the top 10 items off of that data table after it has been sorted, and then also only specify the desired fields for that top 10 list. Okay, let's go ahead and get started then. I will quickly show you what the data looks like here. So you can see that we have information on state. We do have county level information as well. And if that's missing, like it is in this case, then that implies that this is at the state level. If we go down into the data table further, here you can see that I have information on a particular county for the state of Alabama. So we'll use this to obtain the state of Minnesota. We'll use this column to exclude empty rows because that would be at the state level. We will then apply a filter across these fields. And then finally, we will sort our data by the percent uninsured and then obtain the top 10 rows or the first 10 rows and also the percent uninsured column, and the column that has the county name and the state will also be selected for our final table. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into a Colab document. This is written in Python that will be used to do these data tasks for us. The first part of that document simply indicates the different fields and then also the data processing steps that I've just discussed. So let's go ahead and get started by importing the pandas package. Reading in the data set then. The shape command will tell us how many records. So there's a total of 119,000 records in that data and 13 different fields. If we want to look at the first few records, we can use the head command here. We notice that when there's missingness inside of Python, it uses the NaN argument there for missing information. Going to use the dfply package, so let's go ahead and load that. And now we're able to start the processing for our data. We're going to apply a filter first to only get information from the state of Minnesota. So this is how that is done using the dfply package inside of Python. Let's go ahead and run that code chunk. And you can see that only information where the state abbreviation is equal to Minnesota now is obtained. Next, we're going to exclude any state level information. And the state level information would be present, or the record for state level information is when the county name is not present or missing. Okay, so we're going to want to remove any records where the county name is null or missing here. And that's what this statement will do right here for us. Let's go ahead and apply those two filters now. And now you can see that the missing county names are not included anymore. So this data here is just on each of the individual counties and does not include the state level data for this information. We now will apply the additional filter actions where I have the age category 4 and the others are set at 0. This will ensure that we're getting only people under the age of 19 included. All races, all sexes, and all income categories are being included with this filter statement. Just checking again, make sure we have the 4000 combination over here, which all of the records that are shown here do. So now the next step is to sort my data by this percent uninsured column over here, clear over on the right. So that's what we'll do next. And that is done but with an arrange statement. And I'm specifying in that arrange statement that the ascending be false. So I want to order these from largest to smallest. Now these counties have been sorted or arranged with the largest, or the county that has the largest percent uninsured being listed first, and then down the line from there. So we can see that Todd County, Minnesota is the county that has the worst level of percent uninsured for people under the age of 19. Finally, we can clean this up and only get the top 10 rows, and then only the specified or desired fields will be obtained here as well. So here we can see the percent uninsured and county name. Okay, that is specifying only the 2 columns or fields that I wanted. And then this, of course, is sorted from highest to smallest. The subset and select statements are doing those last 2 tasks in selecting the first 10 observations and then also selecting only the desired fields. If we wanted the best counties, all I would need to do is turn off this ascending false and turn that into ascending true. So now the data table will be sorted from best to worst, and I should obtain the best counties in Minnesota. So Washington County is the best county in Minnesota. They have about a 2% uninsured rate. There's obviously advantages to writing a Python script like this. If I wanted to change this to Wisconsin, so let's get the worst counties in Wisconsin. That is really easy to do. All I need to do is select state abbreviation equal Wisconsin there, and the rest of this should follow directly. So in Wisconsin, the worst county is Clark, and it's the worst by quite a bit, more than double the next worst, which is Vernon County. So when we have the data processing steps written out in this format, it's very easy to make modifications. It's very easy to make this reproducible. So there's certainly advantages here to using script like this to accomplish a top 10 list over some of the other options or methods that we have discussed previously. The last thing that I should note is that I don't have to run these previous steps here in order for me to obtain this output. So this step 5 that I have written, let's go ahead and just get rid of these here. The step 5 code that I have written includes the code in step 1 and step 2 all the way through. So the only code box that I need to run to obtain this top 10 list is this code block in step 5. So I don't have to run the previous code blocks. I just used those previous code blocks to show you what was happening at each of the data processing steps. Okay, that does it then for showing you how to obtain a top 10 list using Python. Thank you. Have a good day.